Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Dear participants of this conference and distinguished heads, it has been one of the most memorable time of my life as I saw 2 days, joyful days, full of spirit, full of inquiry. I went to different seminars. I never had the chance to attend any single from beginning to end, but I have tasted many different seminars, and I was really impressed by the quality of presentations, by the devotion of the speakers, their commitment, and their enthusiasm in contributing to this task of knowledge development. I was equally impressed by the level of participation that came out spontaneously from those who were sitting in front. They were not passive or silent. They absorbed, they listened to whatever was being said, and then despite the shortage of time, they came up with their own responses, comments. I wish they had more time to explain themselves, I wish all of them would have time to say whatever they wanted to say. But anyway, these 2 days have been inspiring for each one of us who were part of us. They were full of intellectual luxury. It is a kind of luxury that rarely comes about. It was enthralling, it was exciting, it was stimulating, it was inspiring, and overall, so many young minds acted together in pursuit of knowledge. What a scenario. We see people coming together for entertainment. We see people coming together for maybe some fun or some other social family gatherings. But here we have a diverse group coming together from not just these dozen more cities in Pakistan, but also about 24 countries from abroad, and coming together for the sole purpose of contributing to this universal obligation of inquiry. It is our universal obligation to inquire, to be inquisitive, to pursue knowledge, to gain more and more knowledge. And if we are today where we are, and if we feel restless, if we feel being elbowed out, if we feel that there is decline that has set in, it is the only way out of that which can defy the decline, which can help us take forward to once again a curve which would be rising and which would elevate our status, give us more respect and dignity. That is the way of knowledge. If we spend more on knowledge, our time, our attention, our energies and our resources, if we have that incessant obsession to access more knowledge, to gain more knowledge, to analyze, to reflect, to think creatively, to think critically, then I feel that is the best thing, that is the best asset that you can have. You may have money, you may have designations, you may have some position, you may have some sphere of your own sphere of influence, you may have some muscles, some power. But basically, as a human, what distinguishes us from other creatures is that we have a mind. We have a mind that can think. We have a mind that can foresee. We have a mind that can reflect. We have a mind that can analyze. We have a mind that has the power of intuition. We have a mind that can innovate. And that is your most important asset. And this asset, with the passage of time, can appreciate. This is not something which would depreciate with the passage of time, with each birthday, with each month. Our other assets begin to depreciate. They have their own life cycle. But the only asset which appreciates and continuously appreciates till the last breath is this, our mind. So let us treasure, let us celebrate this power. Let us treasure this tremendous asset that sits on the top of our head. And this conference was one of the occasions to actually help us relate ourselves better to whatever is happening. The topic of this seminar, Business, Academia and Government, was a teaser. It was just a question that was thrown in the air. And the objective was that those who think, those who raise questions, those who are excited to know what is unknown, they would find enough of ground within this theme to relate their expertise, to deploy their thinking machine, and to get some innovative ideas and come up with a paper. So I really would once again like to commend the very good work of our speakers, of our presenters. I didn't have the chance to meet all of them, personally say thank you to them. I will write a letter to all of them, but it's an occasion where I would like to record my appreciation and acknowledgement, our recognition for the speakers, for presenters. They have done a wonderful job. They have made this happen. They were the center of attraction, and it was their good work for which they were not paid. They didn't get any check for that. It was their good work out of their voluntary invocation. It was the good work that came out because it was their passion. It was their passion to write. It was their passion to read. It was their passion to research. And it was their passion then to share it with others. So we would like to all of us to fully comprehend what it was all about. Now, secondly, we would like to carry forward this tradition, and for the next year, UMT Idea Exchange would again be, inshallah, organized, and the continuing forward with this theme of business, academia and government, we would like to extend this theme to the next layer, to the next level. And the next theme that I propose, we would take some time to further sharpen up, but I propose that it is science, business and society. So this is again a theme which comes from this basic idea of business, academia, government partnership. So what academia is all about, academia is not just institution. The output of that institution is science. And with science, we mean not just natural science or physical science, but also social science, management science, and all of that. So it is science that is the premium output of academia. Academia is there because they are custodian of science, because they are the source of introducing new science. So that is science, and whatever comes in the shape of science, it translates to society. It is transferred to society in terms of knowledge. It is then packaged in the form of theories, applications, and then instruments are developed. Products come about. So it is science that translates into technology, and then society, the objective is to make the life easier, happier, better, prosperous, convenient. And so between science and society then comes the institution of, once again, the business, which is a bridge between science and society. Because this is business, this is the responsibility of business to take the ideas from science, turn those ideas into reality, and then develop technologies for implementation. So our theme, overarching theme for the next year is Science, Business and Society. Those of you who are here, I invite their attention to look into this theme, to consider this theme within their own areas, within their own particular domains of interest, and see how they can move forward with this Science, Business and Society theme. I would also like to announce that in the next conference, we will have a separate track for young scholars. I mean the students, those who have creative and mind. Creative ideas come from fresh minds, and students have the fresh minds, right? We as professors and those of us who teach, our minds, I don't want to say that is stale, but yes, our mind has already learned many things, and that is a cage within which then we tend to think. We have our own mental archetypes. We live with our own comfortable mental constructs. So maybe we don't have that freedom to think. Our mind has to break those locks, has to cross those barriers, and has to think innovatively and creatively. So it is difficult, but we hope that our young scholars, our students, will take a shot at it, and inshallah in the next conference they will come up with their own presentations, briefs, poster sessions, exhibitions, things like that on this very important, significant theme, Science, Business and Society. So there will be this young scholars track, and then we will also have an open session on this theme in one of those 2 days in the night, where we will have a general discussion with the full audience, so that we will provide everyone an opportunity to share, everyone an opportunity to express their views on this idea, and this whole group, this large number of audience as one unit, as one group, as one committee, as one workshop will inshallah digress on this important theme. So I hope that next year we would make it even better. And some of our schools did not participate this time. We hope that next time they will come forward. The School of Social Sciences and Humanities has many departments in it, and they haven't taken much interest in this conference. So I invite them to kindly take this conference as a serious objective and conduct their own track of sessions in education, in social sciences, in media, in of course also law and policy. We had few sessions, but we want a whole track to consolidate views within their own domain of knowledge. I once again thank our co-host, IBA Institute of Business Administration, Sakkar, and Institute of Administrative Sciences, Punjab University, whose cooperation was very important, was very significant for us. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank PC, Hotel PC. Thank you very much for giving us a very comfortable place, very hospitable place. All right, we would appreciate you more if you do not charge us. But we understand that you are a business organization, all right, and you cannot do things free, right? I'd also like to thank some of the business organizations who were highly appreciative of this idea and who gave us funds to be able to hold this. Coca-Cola, Package, Hardee's, Optimedia, Higher Education Commission, Guard Group. They were prime sponsors in terms of funds. Then, of course, the money came from those who registered. Even our faculty members paid. A lot of our students paid. Thank you very much for all of those who paid for it. Okay. Lastly, I like to thank our volunteers from the depth of my heart. Thank you very much. I like all of you. Volunteers, please come forward and have a line up here in the front. And we would like to acknowledge your very good work. Thank you very much.